Hi, Jason.
Hi.
How are you?
Good.
Okay, did you do your homework?
No, because I have lots of school projects because it's almost winter break.
Okay. Um, okay. Let's let's just start with our stuff. It's okay for now, since we're still talking about the same topic, so I'm not gonna ask you to do the homework. I'm just gonna keep going with our lesson. So can we read this one? Let's talk about introduction paragraphs for persuasive writing.
Okay. Uh, our introductory paragraph. Catchy title: Fast food is killing America. Hook reader. Did you know that a typical child needs 2,000 calories for an entire day, and Burger King waffle has with triple cheese has 1,230 calories? It is far more calories than what anyone needs in one day. Fast food consumption has risen 500% since 1970, and today reaches nearly every part of society, including some public school cafeterias. Fast food is harming because it is rapidly increasing weight, causes high blood pressure, and leads to sluggishness. Fast food is bad for your health.
So let's talk about what makes an essay good. A good intro essay, sorry. So obviously, we want a catchy title. Always name your essays or whatever writing you're doing. Always name it because that's the first way you will lure a reader. Because the first thing they're going to do is read what the title is. Secondly, there's a hook. So do you remember the how to hook on a reader? What are some of the ways we talked about last week?
Question.
Okay, what else?
Kind of like a bold, outright statement.
What else? Stats,
Yeah, statistics.
riddles,
Mm-hmm.
those are different ways, okay? And so that's what this writer is doing. She made a stat a question. And that's good because that means it allures our reader because that's what they want to they want to know the answer. That being said, after she goes through the question, she furthermore builds on it a bit. She's like, that's four more calories than anyone needs in one day. So that's her little opinion there. Then she adds a little bit more facts about it. And then she goes into the three arguments that she will be discussing. Rapidly increasing weight, cause of higher blood pressure, and leads to sluggish. And then she ends with her thesis statement. And that makes it a good paragraph because she's getting to all the main points without giving away too much detail, but she's still talking about the generic topic. Moving on. So, three supporting paragraphs. Can you read this for me?
Use each example of the main arguments used in your introductory paragraph and expand on each one, giving facts and reasons. In our example, you would write one paragraph on how fast food increases weight, one paragraph on how it causes high blood pressure, and one on how it leads to sluggishness.
Nah, that's just how a basic essay goes. It's just three paragraphs explaining each. And for each point, I always want you to remember to make three examples or three supporting details, okay? So now let's move on to how to write these. So you'll need to show the other side. Can you read that for me?
How many of you have been saying in discussion with someone and your number saying, "Yeah, that's true, but this is called a counter argument. It is the other side of the argument. You need to tell your reader what the counter argument is and prove why it shouldn't matter." Let's take a look using our example of fast food.
Okay, let's take a look. Can you read it?
This is where you should explain why your opposition believes what they believe. For example, a fast food company wouldn't agree with the points in this essay. They would have lots of reasons why fast food is good. They may say it's convenient, or if it's fine if eaten in moderation. The arguments just don't hold up when you take all the facts into consideration.
Correct. And now let's keep moving.
Do I read it?
Yep.
What makes a good conclusion? Last paragraph summarizes your main points and using one or more of the following strategies. Call the reader to action, anecdote or scenario, make a prediction. The last paragraph wraps up the writing and gives the reader something to think about.
So essentially, the introduction and the conclusion are very similar, but however, you're mainly summarizing and you need to give a bold statement at the end about what your opinion is about this. Okay, so let's start off with strategies. Can you read them?
Call to action. Ask the reader to do something or to make something happen. I challenge you to watch what you eat and avoid fast food. Provide a solution. Provide a solution and answer and provide an answer to the problem. Fast food does not have to be bad food. Make choices like salad, fruit, and low fat treats. Make a prediction. Explain what might happen, what what might be the consequences of the action or inaction. If people continue to eat lots of fast food, they put their health at risk. If kids don't make better choices today, they won't grow into healthy adults.
Okay, so provide a solution, which means the answer, which is how usually you might want to end off your story, your essay, or you can start the conclusion using what you know. You can make a prediction, so you can give an example of how it would be, and then you can tell the reader, you can also end it off saying, hey, like you need to do something about this. So therefore, over here they say, I challenge you to watch what you eat and avoid fast food. So this is how a concluding paragraph would look like. Can you read that for me?
Restate your thesis. And in closing, it is important to remember that too much fast food can have negative effects on your health. If not eaten in moderation, you can gain weight, suffer from high blood pressure, and become slow and sluggish. Is it worth to risk your body, eat healthy, and make good choices? And with a comment, a question, a call to action.
Okay. So this is how a good concluding paragraph would look like. And then this is what we can review, like a catchy title is important, the introduction, how it should be. One paragraph for each of your three arguments. Always address the counter argument, closing paragraph, and restate your thesis and challenge the reader to think about it. And don't forget to always look over your work, read it, proper heading, skip the lines, do some in-text when you're writing it in an essay format. That being said, now we're going to go into our own question. So I want you to pick a question, write an introduction, give me the 3 points, and a counter argument, and a conclusion. So I only want a paragraph for the introduction, conclusion, and just like bullet point with a little bit of details to the 3 points, 3 main points, and counter argument. Okay?
Wait, so is it just two paragraphs, like three bullet points?
3 bullet points that explain. So you gotta write like you can tell me what the point is, but like give like a short description on why you think it's that.
Okay. Wait, so if my text is too big, Zoom won't let me send it, right?
Yeah, so you're supposed to do it in a Word doc or a
Oh,
notes, whatever you're using, like I told you before.
okay. All right, sent it in chat.
You're done?
Yeah.
Perfect. Okay. Mm, okay. Mm, Oh, oh, I think I opened the wrong slide. Hold on, give me 1 second. This is the right one. Where's the rest of it? Sorry. Uh, this one. Yes. Sorry there. There we go. New slide. Let me share my screen now. Should work. Oh, to there possibly. All right, let me make this bigger and then we'll break it up. Okay. So can you read it for me?
While learning Spanish can be helpful for some people, making it a requirement for all students may not be the best choice. Every student has different interests, strengths, and future plans, so forcing them
Yeah. Forcing
may
them.
not need or want to learn can be wasteful of time and energy. Instead, education should allow students to focus on what's more useful and interesting to them, helping them succeed in their own way. Personal interests. Not all students are interested in learning Spanish.
Hello?
They might not enjoy
Sorry,
class.
they keep getting
What?
cut out. Keep going.
If they are forced to study, they might not enjoy the class and could struggle to do well. Career needs. Many students will not need Spanish for their future jobs, depending on what career they want. Other languages like Chinese or French might be more helpful. Student resources. Requiring Spanish can use up school resources, especially in schools with limited budgets. It would be better to offer variety of languages so students can choose one that suits their interests and goal. Conclusion. In conclusion, while Spanish is useful for some students, requiring all students to learn it may not be the best idea. To give Education should give students the freedom to choose a subject that match their interests and future plans. By offering different language options, school can help students learn what's most relevant and interesting to them.
Good job. Okay, so a couple things. When learning Spanish, making a note pattern. So instead of saying, say therefore, it's a better transition word. Therefore, forcing them to study a language or one can be a waste of time and energy. Okay, so personal interest is good. Not all students. If they are forced to study it, comma, they might not enjoy the class and could struggle to do well. You can just say struggle. Career nerds, many will not use Spanish, but depending on the other op might be more useful, helpful. Why is French more better?
Uh, in my opinion, I just kind of use that as an example because I don't really know. I just kind of used French as an example.
Okay. School resources requiring Spanish. And so, so yeah, including requiring all students to learn it may not be the best idea. Education. Okay, so where's your counter argument one?
Oh, wait. I think I forgot to include them.
Okay, can you create your counter argument right now? Should be
Okay.
around 3 to 4 sentences.
How much counter arguments?
It's just it's gonna be one, but I want you to describe it
Okay.
and explain it a bit.
I'm done.
Okay, perfect. Let me open up a new tab, new page, and you can read it for me. Okay. Okay.
I
Go
read
ahead,
it.
Jason.
Huh?
Can you read it?
Okay. Spanish is useful because it is spoken by millions, opening doors to communication and job opportunities in field business and healthcare. Also, also access. I think I meant to also put like some might say. Uh, also offers access to a rich culture history through literature and music. However, other languages like Mandarin might be more beneficial in some term careers, and translation apps reduce the need for language learning.
Okay, so why did you want to say some might say and say also offers?
What?
You said you want to say,
No, I meant on the front, like it's like some might say Spanish is useful at the start of the.
oh, okay. I was a little confused. You said it randomly. Okay, so instead of saying some might say, although Spanish is useful because it's spoken by millions. Okay, so we can say it's spoken by millions. It also opens doors to communication and job opportunities in fields like business and healthcare. It also offers it, so you can just say it offers access to a rich cultural history. Okay, so it it educates people about a rich cultural history through literature, music, and film. However, other languages like Mandarin might be more beneficial for certain careers, and translation apps reduce the need for language learning. Okay, that is good enough. Positive response, but I would like a little bit more detail next time, okay?
Okay.
Okay, can you read this for me? We're going to talk about King Charles the Third.
King Charles III, the new monarch. Monarch, a king or queen. Britain's head of state is a constitutional monarch.
Okay, can you read it for me?
At the moment the queen has died, the throne has passed immediately without ceremony to the heir, Charles, the former Prince of Wales. But there are a number of practical and traditional steps which he must go through to be crowned king. What will he be called? He'll be known as King Charles III. That was the first decision of the new king's reign. He can also be chosen from any of his forenames: Charles, Philip, Arthur, George. He's not the only one who faces a change of titles. Prince William and his wife Catherine are now titled Duke and Duchess of Cornwall and Cambridge, and the king has conferred on them the title of Prince and Princess of Wales. This all new title for Charles's wife, Camilla, pronounce that
Camilla.
Camilla, who becomes the queen consort, is a term used for the spouse of the monarch.
Okay, keep reading.
Formal ceremonies. Charles will be officially proclaimed king on Saturday. This will happen at St. James Palace in London, in front of the ceremonial body known as the Ascension Council. This is made up of members of the
Privy.
Privy Councils, a group of senior and MPs, past and present, and peers, as well as some senior civil servants, Commonwealth Commonwealth High Commission commissioners, and the Lord Mayor of London.
Can you read what privy means?
Privy, to be told information that is not told to many people.
Okay. Oh, sorry. Can you write um, a short paragraph about politics using parliament and the word accession? So I want 7 to 8 sentences, a short paragraph about politics, and make sure to use those 2 words, okay?
Okay.
Jason, are you almost done?
Almost.
Okay.
Uh,
Okay, perfect. Okay, can you read it for me?
okay. Politics play a crucial role in shaping a country's future. In many countries, the parliament is where decisions are made and laws are passed. Members of parliament is elected to represent the people and important choices on their behalf. Attention is to international organization are also a key aspect of politics. It can also affect a country's relationship with others. When a country joins a new country or treaty, a group or treaty, it is often a sign of progress and cooperation. However, this can also lead to disagreements within the parliament, as some may have different views on what's best for the nation. Political leaders must balance national issues with global partnerships to ensure the country's success.
Oh, political laws. Laws is passed or are passed? Jason,
What?
laws is passed or are passed?
Oh, I think it's supposed to be on.
Members of members of parliament is elected or are elected?
Yeah, yeah,
Elected to represent people and make important choices. Opens a sign of progress and cooperation. It's actually a hyphen in between. However, this can also lead to disagreements within the parliament. What is best for the nation? Political. Good job. You used the words correctly. So we're going to continue on reading.
I read this right.
Sorry, I was muted, but yes, you read this.
Okay. More than 700 people are entitled in theory to attend, but given a short notice, the auction number is more likely to be to far fewer. At the last decision court in 1952, about 200 attended. At the meeting of the death of Queen Elizabeth will be announced that the Lord President of Privy Council and proclamation will be read aloud. The wording of the proclamation can change, but it's traditionally been a series of prayers and pledges commemorating the previous monarch and pledging his support for the new one. This proclamation has been signed by a number of senior figures, including the Prime Minister, the Archbishop, the Canterbury,
Canterbury. Yeah, Canterbury.
and Lord Chancellor. As with all these ceremonies, there will be attention paid to what might have been altered, added, or updated as a sign of a new era.
Okay, keep going.
The king's first declaration. The king will then attend a second meeting of Ascension Council along with the Privy Council. This is not a swearing in at the start of a British monarch regime. In this style, in the style of some other heads of the state, such as the President of the United States, instead there is a declaration made by the new king in line with the tradition dating from the early 18th century. He will make an oath to preserve the Church of Scotland. After a fanfare of trumpets, a public proclamation will be made declaring Charles as the king. This will be made this will be made from a balcony above Fairy Court in St. James Palace at, by an official known as Garter King of Arms.
So this is when the coronation was happening. She crowned her son, the Prince of Wales, in 1969. Okay. All right. Let's move on. Keep reading.
He will call God Save the King. And for the first time since 1952, the national anthem will be played with the words God Save the King. Gun, gun statue, gun salutes will be hired by Hyde Park, the Tower of London, and from naval ships. And the proclamation announcing Charles as the king will be read in Edinburgh, Cardiff, and Belfast. The coronation. The symbolic high point of the ascension, known as the coronation, when Charles is formally crowned because of the preparation needed. The coronation is not likely to happen very soon since after Charles's ascension. Queen Elizabeth succeeded to the throne in February 1952, but was not crowned until June 1953. For the past 900 years, the coronation has been held in Westminster Abbey. William the Conqueror was the first monarch to be crowned there, and Charles will be the 40th.
Okay. Do you remember when the queen died? He became the new king. So
Yeah.
keep reading on, just to give you a little reference of who we're reading about.
It is an angelic religious service carried out by the Archibald of Canterbury. At the climax of the ceremony, he will place Edward's crown on Charles's head, a solid gold crown dating from 1661. A bishop of the highest rank who is in charge of churches and other bishops in particular, a bishop in a particular year. This is the centerpiece of the crown jewels at the Tower of London and is only worn by the monarch at a moment of coronation itself.
Can you reread that? You mumbled it.
Read what?
Reread that line.
This is the centerpiece of the crown of jewels at the Tower of London and is only worn by the monarch at the moment of the coronation itself. Unlike royal weddings, the coronation is a state occasion. The government pays for it and ultimately decides the guest list.
Okay. So this is when the coronation was happening. These were his two kids, Prince Harry and Prince Charles. Sorry. Yeah, Prince Harry and Prince William. These are his two kids, and that's him. That's King Charles, and that's his wife, daughter, mother. Keep reading.
There will be music, readings, and the ritual of anointing the new monarch.
Anointing.
Anointing the new monarch using oils of orange, rose, cinnamon, musk, and ambergris. The new king will take coronation oath in front of the watching world. During the elaborate ceremony, he will receive
Elaborate.
During this elaborate ceremony, he will receive the orb and scepter as the symbols of a new rule of the Archibald of Canterbury. Will place a solid gold crown on his head of the Commonwealth. Charles has become head of the Commonwealth, an association of the 56 independent countries, like country, countries and 2.4 billion people for 14 of these countries, as well as the UK king, as well as the UK. The king is the head of the state. These countries, known as the Commonwealth Wealth realms, are Australia, Antigua,
And
Barbuda,
Barbuda.
Barbuda, the Bahamas,
Yeah,
the Belize,
yeah. Belgium.
Canada, Grenada, Jamaica, Papua New Guinea, Saint Christopher and Nevis, Saint Lucia, Saint Vincent, and the Grenadines, New
Grenadier.
Zealand, Grenadian, huh?
So can you? It's Saint Lucia. Go that.
Saint Lucia,
Saint Lucia.
Saint Lucia,
Yeah, and then Saint Vincent.
Saint Vincent,
Grenadian.
Grenadian,
Yeah,
New Zealand,
yeah.
Solomon Islands, and Tuvalu. Tuvalu?
Tuvalu. Good job. So this is what him now. We did have a small video, but we're gonna not watch that to save on time, and it's almost always done as well. Um, it's the video is about his first speech after his mom's death, Queen Elizabeth II. Do you know? She's fairly popular. I'm sure you know who she is. She died recently, I believe, in within 4 years, maybe. Um, and so he became the new king of England, right? And so that's what the speech is. I'm not going to assign you homework. I'm hopeful that you will do the homework that I assigned last week for the past 2 weeks because classes canceled due to Christmas, okay? I'll see you in the new year.
Okay. Bye.
Bye.